Think about the coldest winter day you've ever braced through. That freezing walk to your car? It's absolutely nothing compared to what your ancestors faced. Imagine the brutal Eurasian steppe at -40 degrees. At that extreme temperature, exposed skin dies in minutes, and the wind feels like an actual weapon. If you dropped a modern human into an Ice Age winter without our technology, they wouldn't survive the night. Yet, early humans didn't just survive, they thrived. Forget the classic pop culture image of shivering cavemen huddled around a tiny flame. That stereotype is totally wrong. Our ancestors were master thermal engineers. Long before modern science, these brilliant builders designed shelters that rivaled 20th century Arctic tech. And surprisingly, they rarely ever lived inside caves. Instead, across ancient Russia, they dug massive circular pits deep into the frozen earth. They were utilizing a brilliant secret weapon, geothermal insulation. By digging 6 feet down, they escaped the howling winds. Deep underground, the earth stays up to 30 degrees warmer than the freezing air above. But they didn't stop there. In the Czech Republic, archaeologists uncovered remains of walls engineered with 3 distinct, highly functional layers. The inner layer used thick animal fur facing inward to trap body heat. Next came a layer of moss to wick away destructive moisture. Finally, an outer shield of woven bark blocked the wind while letting the structure breathe. It's the exact same logic used in modern home insulation. And out on the treeless plains of Ukraine, where wood was scarce, they built the ultimate survival shelters using something unbelievable: massive, woolly mammoth bones. They used 200-pound skulls for foundations and giant curved tusks for roof arches. These heavy, bone-framed domes were completely wrapped in stitched animal hides. Reconstructions prove these bone huts kept interiors 50 degrees warmer than the outside storm. They achieved this using highly sophisticated zoned heating layouts. A central hearth provided core warmth, while smaller perimeter fires created dedicated spaces for cooking, tool making, and sleeping. They even engineered their fuel. By chemically treating bone scraps and dried dung, they could control the fire's burn rate and heat output with the precision of a furnace. To stop deadly moisture from freezing inside the walls, they designed passive ventilation systems, drawing fresh air from the ground and venting steam up top. Inside these secure, warm fortresses, life transformed. Our ancestors didn't sleep 8 hours straight like we do. They slept in 2 distinct shifts. They would wake up at midnight for a couple of hours. In that dark, quiet winter midnight, humanity experienced a massive cultural awakening. Anthropologists note that while daytime talk was all about survival logistics, the midnight fire belonged entirely to folklore, deep history, and imagination. This midnight theater is where human culture truly caught fire. Our earliest art, carved figurines, and cave paintings were born during these long winter nights. None of this was a lucky accident. Building a Mammoth-Bone home took a massive team of weeks of intense, coordinated labor before the first snow fell. They managed calendars, built permafrost meat lockers that acted as natural freezers, and engineered heavy, layered winter clothing weighing over 15 pounds. When the Ice Age ended, this incredible blueprint for deep freeze survival wasn't lost. It just became obsolete as the world warmed up. Today, Arctic specialists are still stunned by their ingenuity. We didn't invent comfort. We inherited it from ancestors who conquered the absolute worst of winter.